Thank you, Mr. Flores. Just to go, I think it's just important because this has come up twice. My question to you is, if the claim process is dragged out, there's a prescriptive period by which those claimants would have to file a suit in federal court against BP. That's correct?
Yes, but I think that prescriptive period isn't a barrier. I mean, I think many people have made that filing in court.
How would they make, I mean, are you saying that there are people who made the application and still filed?
Oh, I think there are many people, maybe thousands of people who filed with the GCCF and filed in court as well.
When do you believe that prescriptive period actually ends? Because in Louisiana, that would be a 1 year, that'd be a tort claim, is that correct?
I don't, again, the statute of limitations, I don't know what the period is in Louisiana.
Well, in Louisiana, on the tort, it'd be 1 year. But my question to you would be, in your legal analysis, would that period have expired already? Because no?
No. I think anybody who comes to the fund and presents their claim, I think under the Oil Pollution Control Act, and I'm not an expert in this, but I think ultimately they preserve their right to file a claim in federal court.
And so the period when they come to you in the fund, you're saying that the prescriptive period
will be
is the timing is suspended?
Either suspended or extended so that they're not going to be precluded from filing. But again, I want to emphasize I'm not an expert in how you litigate federal Oil Pollution Control Act cases.
I mean, Mr. Chairman, to me, that's the biggest concern, is that there are people out there, and as they try to navigate their way through both a complex legal system and what I think is somewhat of a complex application through the BP fund that Mr. Feinberg administers, is that there's timing that is time is moving against them. And I would hate to see that at the end of the day, and I know Mr. Feinberg wouldn't do this, wouldn't set up a system by which claimants would just drag on and on and on to a point where we get to a point where they lose their right to court, but only because they've done what he and BP and a lot of us have asked them is to go through that process. And so that is a concern of mine. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.